What's happening, man? What's good with y'all, man? You feel me? Y'all see these shutters in the background, man? You feel me? You see that light? That's them shutters one time, man. But anyway, I just wanted to come highlight y'all. I'm at the house today working from the crib. But I wanted to really just touch on the James Harden situation. And it's sad though, because just watching James Harden, the evolution of James Harden, coming from Arizona State and the type of player he was, humble, you know what I'm saying, made sacrifices, and then coming into the NBA as a rookie, getting drafted to the Oklahoma City Thunder, and then the type of player that he was, you know what I'm saying, during his tenure in Oklahoma City. Sometimes you can get a little bit cocky and your ego can get big, and then you can become prideful. You know what I'm saying? Because you feel like I'm better than these guys around me, and I shouldn't have to, settle or change who I am for the betterment, of the team, or I shouldn't have to live in somebody else's spotlight. And it seems like that time in OKC, when I first started watching James Harden was a defender and a role player and a bench player coming off the bench, providing energy, slashing, cutting, providing knockdown, 3-point shooting, and then um, also defending. I remember those matchups that he had with Kobe, where he was in Kobe, and I'm like, damn, this dude is playing really physical and all up on Kobe. And I don't know if that was just for him to make a name for himself by going at one of the greatest, on that end of the floor and showing that I'm not going to back down from one of the best players that we ever seen offensively and in our game, period. But it seems like once those years, in battling San Antonio and falling short, and then they made it to finally, they was able to have a breakthrough in that shortened season, that lockout season, and they made it to um, the NBA Finals. And one of the reasons why Oklahoma City came up short is because James Harden came up short. He played terrible in that series. Couldn't make a shot. He looked like Trevor Ariza in that Western Conference Finals against the Warriors, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? He could not make a shot to save his life. So that right there let me know that the pressure of the moment was too big for him. Like, you get what I'm saying? It was too big for him. And we already know after that, then he signs at the end of his rookie contract, then he signs with Houston, and he becomes the star and the man of that team. And he kind of transcended the game with just the style and the way he played basketball, getting to the free throw line down there 15, 20 times a game, and using his offensive ability to draw fouls and to create space and shoot, sidestep and step back threes. So, but he never really struck me as being a winner. Just because your team has the best record, in the NBA, that doesn't dictate to me that you're a winner. That just means that your team had the best record in the NBA. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because we already know that there's been plenty of times, and I always have to reference everything to LeBron James, because it's been plenty of times where LeBron James' team in Cleveland had the top 3 record-wise, but they never advanced or made it to an NBA Finals, or that if they did make it to an NBA Finals, then he came up short. So that just lets me know that the pressure of the moment is too big for certain players. And other players, they don't shy away from the moment. So, but James Harden, he didn't step up when he needs to step up in big games. And I think just the pressure of him, being in that moment, especially in Brooklyn, having a chance to, go to an NBA Finals, I think the pressure of that, let alone he ran from that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's a lot of jibber jabber and chatter about him quitting on his team, because it's the way that he wanted to depart from that situation. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want the responsibility. He wanted to ride the coattail of, KD and Kyrie Irving, and he just wanted to be under the radar. You know what I'm saying? But if any great player knows, if you want to be a winner, you have to add value. You know what I'm saying? And sacrifice certain parts of your game in doing so. You feel me? And I don't think that's a responsibility that he wanted to live with, because he knows now that he's in Philly, he can be the James Harden that he was in Houston. You get what I'm saying? So all he really did was just trade. Essentially, Philly has the same team that it had in Houston, with the exception of Clint Capella is now turned into Joel Embiid, which is more skilled and more, you know what I'm saying, on every level. You know what I'm saying? Offensively, defensively, period. Bigger, stronger, you know what I'm saying, more agile. So now James Harden can go back to his dribble, you know what I'm saying, get my numbers guy. But then when it really counts, is he really going to propel them to win an NBA Finals? Because we play this game for the rings. We play this game to win championships. You know what I'm saying? At least that's the mindset that I have as a fan and as a former player of, collegiate, JC, recreational pickup games. I want to win at all costs all the time. You know what I'm saying? You don't get consolation prizes, period. You don't get MVP trophies, and you don't get a Larry O'Brien trophy by coming in second or losing the NBA Finals or losing the Western Conference Finals or losing the Western Conference semifinals or losing in the first round or not even making the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? You have to think bigger. And that's the problem with a lot of these athletes. They get paid so much money that these niggas, they don't care about nothing because they're living the American dream. They're getting paid a lot of money to play a game, a basketball game. You know what I'm saying? And that comes with a little bit of responsibility. That comes with little to none responsibility in these days, in this day and age, and in these times. Basketball is pretty much secondary or sometimes even third on their priority list. So, but with James Harden, I think that he really needs to check himself and figure out, you know what I'm saying, what he wants his legacy to be. One of the greatest scorers of all time who never can get it done, you know what I'm saying? Or is he finally going to be able to get over that hump? You feel me? Because the way he left Brooklyn, it looked bad. You know what I'm saying? Especially when Steve Nash and everybody is coming out trying to support you and pretty much lying to everybody in the media and in the sports world saying that James Harden, he wants to be here. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was a lie, because behind the scenes, James Harden was working on his exit plan. Like, the last couple games and throughout the whole season, I don't think James Harden was ever invested on being in Brooklyn and being up under KD's shadow again. See, when you're the man, right? When you're the man, and that's why I say the ego and then being prideful. When he came from a role player to then being the man, now I need to go back to being a role player, and he feels like he's still in the prime of his career, it's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? It's just not going to work. And you need to understand, like I mentioned earlier, that sacrifice is everything when it comes to winning. If you want to win, you know what I'm saying, at anything, if you want things to sort of work the way it's supposed to work, it's going to take a little bit of sacrifice and compromise, period, point blank. You know what I'm saying? If you're not willing to do that, then you're going to struggle, you know what I'm saying, in the broad picture of things, you feel me? So, and then you're going to be sitting there wondering, why is this not working out? Why is that not working out? You feel me? And me being in a marriage, sacrifice and compromise is everything, because it's bigger than just you. You get what I'm saying? You can apply that to the real world. You can apply that to life, like whatever, school. It doesn't matter. You always have to sacrifice something or compromise a little. You know what I'm saying? But at the same part of things, keeping things in perspective and not losing a part of who you are. You know what I'm saying? And the purpose in which you serve. So James Harden, he didn't handle that situation right. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted to leave, you should have made that up front, that I don't plan on signing here. Just be honest, man. What's wrong with pure honesty? Like, it's your life, right? You make all this damn money, you can do what you want to do. Especially when you become a free agent. You don't owe nobody anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? But there's still ethics and morals that play a part. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So if you can't just leave your team out high and dry and then say, oh, I don't want to be here. You know what I'm saying? You can't come in the media post game and say, I'm done talking, won't. We need to, it's all about action. And then you come out and lay an egg the very next night. You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense, bro. And then now I got all these different injuries. Oh, but I'm traded now, so all those injuries mysteriously has healed. You feel me? It looks weak, bro. Just from being a man, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's like you walking out on your family, nigga. And you didn't even sit there and watch the children graduate from high school and junior high and motherfucking go on and get married, you know what I'm saying? And teach them how to drive they motherfucking, teach them, you know what I'm saying, how to drive a car and ultimately get their license. It looks like you just deserted and walked out on your family and said, fuck that. It's easier over here. Let me go over here because I don't have to do as much. To whom is given, much is required. Remember that. So James Harden pretty much walked out on his family and left them. And I don't blame KD or Kyrie for feeling it the way they did. Because you know why? Kyrie already seen this. And he knew that it probably wouldn't work. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about that. Y'all can, chime in, let me know what y'all think. But James Harden, this has been probably one of the lowest points in his career, and he probably never gonna be looked at the same. You feel me? Because he walked out on his brothers, right? You feel me? So let me know what y'all think. Like, share, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, man. You feel me? All these motherfucking subscribers, nigga, and I only got 20 motherfucking views or likes, nigga. What's wrong with you niggas about here, bruh? One love, man.